Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Venchika. Today we learn how to write unit test cases for a private method. So in this example, add or subtract numbers is the private method. I'm going to write test cases for this. So firstly, I'll initialize the constructor new processor underscore mock dot object. So if you're having any doubt what is this, here in the main code we have public processor constructor, right? So I'm just initializing with a new processor constructor where I have this iProcessor as dependency. So I am mocking this iProcessor as underscore processor mock, and I am passing that underscore processor mock dot object as the dependency for this processor. Now I have to access the private method which is there in the main file. So how do I do that? So for that, I'll just get the method, and it is a type of processor. You know why? The private method is inside the processor class. So it should be the type of processor, and get method here, just copy paste the name of the private method and just paste it here. You know why I'm copy pasting is sometimes we might replace the letters wrongly. That is when we'll get null for this value. So to avoid that, just copy the name of the private method and paste it here. Binding flags dot non-public and binding flags dot instance. Now to make sure that the private method exists, just assert it to be not null. So if uh, anything error or anything is wrong in this initialization of private method, will get null here and the test case fails here itself. So to avoid that, we are just asserting it as not null. And now the variable result equal to this private method dot invoke. Invoke has two parameters. The first one is the object, that is the processor. That means in which constructor we are going to invoke this private method. So here it is for the new processor constructor, and the parameters for the private method. Here we should send the parameters as a object array, and the parameters for my private method is a, b and operation. So if you see here, it is a, b and operation. So I have initialized them before itself. I'm just passing them here. Now I am asserting them. The value should be equal to 3 because the operation is subtraction, and the inputs are 5, 2. So 5 minus 2 should be 3, and the result should get 3. But there is one thing here we should look into. The parameters I am passing it is integer, but the return type of the private method is double. So I should explicitly mention here that the return type should be double of 3. So we will just run this. Now you can see it here, the test case is passed. This is how we write unit test cases for a private method. You can follow the same method, same steps for all the private methods. One more thing I want to say here is, so if we are having another private method inside this private method, let's say for example variable method equal to some sample method, Huh. Now I think you can clearly understand. So this sample method is a private method and it is inside a private method. Now you are trying to write test cases for this method. Can you mock this so that it doesn't enter here? It is not possible because you cannot mock a private method at any time. So if you want to mock it, just as I said before, just make it protected virtual and then you can mock this method now and pass some value, return some value to this variable method. This is how you can do this. And if you have any doubts, please reach out to me at comments in the comment section. I'll definitely be helping you. And if you are not subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you. Thank you for watching.